Drew,
Jeff,
this is Crimsonland.
some ripping guitars. What that is?
Yeah. That's because this is fucking Crimsonland.
I'm beginning to see why it's called Crimsonland.
Yeah. This game was originally released in like 2003.
Is it made by the Soldat people?
No.
Okay.
I can see why, but I can see why you would think that.
Okay.
But no.
2003.
Yeah.
What is it doing?
It just came to Steam, and this is a remake, like a rebuild of the game that now has controller support and like 4-player local co-op and stuff. But it's still basically Crimsonland. This is actually the same music.
Okay.
And, you know, conceptually very similar, but they've redone the HUD and redone some stuff to it to kind of rebuild it. Unfortunately, the progress that I have at home, it does not have Steam Cloud support.
I see.
So we are kind of starting a little further back, but that's fine. Crimsonland is a dual joystick shooter that, you know, originally before it had controller support was not, you didn't really use a mouse. You didn't really use dual joysticks to play it.
Okay.
So I'm using my mouse to aim. You know, left mouse to shoot, right mouse to reload. And, you know, I need to kill stuff and stay alive, and there are power-ups. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
But also, it's fucking ripping. Because Crimsonland is an awesome game, and always has been.
Since 2003.
Since 2003.
What are you killing?
These are aliens.
Okay.
They had it coming. I mean, they're aliens.
Sure. Oh boy. So
Fire bullets here. Fire bullets really just rip up everything.
are all the power-ups instant use like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're never like storing anything, but there are also perks. There's a survival mode that's kind of an endless mode. The things I'm unlocking here in quest mode will appear in that mode. So we'll play that kind of at the end because hopefully I can unlock some more stuff here just to make that a little more interesting. Otherwise, we won't have very many weapons. So now the shotgun can drop seemingly randomly, but it seems like in quest mode, after you unlock a weapon, usually the first thing that spawns is the new weapon.
Got it. Okay. Are you? Can you switch between weapons, or is that now your weapon?
No, this is now my weapon.
Okay.
I want to say that there is a perk that lets you hold 2 weapons, but I don't know if that's still in here because you know the game has changed a little bit. Some of the perks they had to, you know, because originally the game was only playable with a mouse and keyboard. So they had perks and stuff that they had built around that. But now that it has, see, now I can, well, I can't just switch over on the fly, I guess, but you can play this as a dual joystick game and kind of use the triggers to fire and you know, use the right stick to aim, at which point, you know, this aiming reticle just kind of stays around you in a tighter radius.
Got it.
Okay, so I was able to, all right, so now let's see if this switches us to controller. No, it doesn't. Like, I can use the menus, but not the, all right. Oh, you know what? That's probably because it's looking for the opportunity for a second player to join in. The original game also did not have co-op.
All right. Seeing some different enemies.
Yeah. And these are all still just aliens. I mean, there are zombies and spiders and all types of fucking terrible shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lizards, lizard men. Ooh, okay, we'll get the shock chain here. That'll zap around and shock dudes.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah. So one of the weapons is an ion cannon where you actually are shooting that type of beam, which is pretty cool. The circle around me is my health. If I start getting hit, it'll start to drain.
Okay. Do you ever encounter ranged guys?
Occasionally you will find a spider that shoots, and that's weird. Why would a spider shoot?
Yeah, I don't really see spiders as the shooting type.
Yeah.
They're more of a pounce on you and eat your flesh.
Yeah. So these are, you know, dens that will spawn aliens. Oh, God. Oh.
Is the reload the same for every gun?
No.
Okay.
So you'll have like a chain gun or something like that that'll have a ton of ammo up front, but the reload on it is insane. Or, you know, shotguns and stuff like that will take a lot longer to reload.
I like games like that. You know, the very simple concept, but like there's some things you have to think about.
Right. Just some considerations with some of the choices you make.
Right. Like they've thought about, like, this is the speed we want. What does that mean for the rest of everything?
Right.
I guess that is being a game designer.
Sure. We win.
Are all the levels kill everything to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've unlocked an additional perk. I don't think we get it here in quest mode. I think it's just something you can choose from when you level up in the endless mode.
Oh, okay. I like that the music doesn't start until you kill something.
Yeah. Zapping these guys.
Jeff, if you had Robotron controls, like a 2-joystick stick,
Yeah.
would you use that for this?
So no, or perhaps not. But some of the things they did in the original version of the game would have made it not work with a controller. One of the perks specifically was telekinesis, where if you wanted to pick up a power-up, you could actually just hover your mouse over it for a few seconds, like that, and it would eventually just collect it.
Huh.
And that's something that wouldn't work with a controller, because the way the reticle is used is totally different with a controller. So they still have a telekinesis perk in here, but it just means that, like, whatever the nearest power-up to you is will slowly move in your direction.
Huh.
So you'll eventually collect it. So it seems like, to account for the idea of a controller, they've had to kind of change up some stuff. So I don't know if the old-style telekinesis is still in this game, which would be unfortunate, because it was one of the best things about the game.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can stack power-ups.
You can, yeah. So I could get fire bullets on top of that if it all worked out, and yeah, there's all types of, well.
What's that blue reticle getting bigger?
That's like recoil on the gun. If I hold the fire button down, eventually my shots get less accurate.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, these are the 4 things that the guns are generally rated on. I'll play one more level of quest mode, and then we'll see what we've got unlocked here. Okay, still want to get some spiders. This
Nice,
is just
peaceful.
relaxing.
Yeah, just having a picnic out here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's probably bad. Get the freeze, which is very useful. If you can get a shock after that, that's great, because then, you know, they're not moving, so the shock chain is not going to miss.
Now you have a submachine gun.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh, does that reticle get larger as you move further away from you? Interesting.
It's just kind of generally letting you know what the recoil, you know, at that current range is going to be.
Like, yeah, your bullets will go somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because they fan out as
Right.
they emanate from you. That's a lot of spiders, Jeff.
It's a lot of fucking spiders. Oh, these spiders. All right, I got a shield.
At my family's place in Tahoe, you know, it doesn't get a lot of use. Like, we go up there for vacations and stuff, and every time we go, when you walk in, you've got to kind of take a broom with you and wave it in front of you.
Yeah.
Because there are spider webs. So that's gross.
Sometimes, and it hasn't happened this season yet, and I'm hoping maybe, you know, it won't, but my front door of my house, there's kind of an entryway there ahead of it, outside. with kind of an overhang and stuff like that. And it will, occasionally I will walk out in this time of year and a gigantic spider web will be in front of it.
Oh, great.
Just covering the entire walkway, like a man-sized spider web. It's like, this is not cool, spiders. Like, I don't like you guys anyway, but we can come to some kind of terms by which we can share the food here if you just aren't dicks about it. And
I'm trying to get you, Jeff. They don't want your food.
Yeah, no, I know. That's the truly scary part. So, you know, so it leads to me walking out of my front door sometimes just waving my hands in front of me like a lunatic because it's nighttime and I can't tell if there are giant spider webs there or not. And boy, that's really uncool. And sometimes between a couple of trees and bushes and stuff in my front yard, there will be huge spider webs, including very sizable spider that I don't know where it came from, and I try not to think about it.
Right.
And God, I hate that I'm sitting here thinking about it now. Oh, man.
One time at the Tahoe place, I went to go lay down for bed, and I thought, you know what? I should turn over my pillow just to make sure there's nothing there.
Uh-huh.
And I did, and there was a giant egg sack.
Oh.
So I didn't sleep very well.
Yeah. I need that shotgun. I can't get that shotgun.
Good if you had telekinesis.
Oh. The fire bullets are worth the risk.
Do you have okay, you do have health, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, telekinesis seems like a big deal, especially since the power-ups disappear.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't realize that for the first few rounds. You know, for a nuclear explosion,
Yeah.
not the biggest radius.
No. They don't really, you know, they don't tell you what kind of nuke it is.
Tactical nuke?
I think you could theoretically have a really small nuke, right?
Yeah, I wonder what the smallest nuclear explosion is.
I mean, probably the ones that take place inside of reactors and stuff.
I think reactors it's just heat.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're steam.
It's not just controlled explosions like everything else?
No, I think they're.
Okay.
I think it is on the verge of exploding.
Right.
And that's what makes heat, and then it it heats water that makes like a steam turbine.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Fusion versus fusion.
Thank
Got
you,
it.
Matt Rory.
Yeah.
Now Rory chiming in saying,
This is sort of a railgun that'll kill multiple dudes. Why don't we go back? So you see these levels I got hit in, so I have no star. These levels I got through without getting hit, so I've got a star.
you want to maybe get to the next one?
The next what? The next quest mode here?
Stage?
Yeah, sure. Let's
see how different it is.
Let's clear it out.
Stuff has gone down here before, Jeff. There's crater marks.
Yeah, this is a bad area.
You think it's Earth?
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing to indicate that it is. Whoa!
Yeah, so, you know, deadly, very accurate, but very slow rate of fire, slow reload.
And they're little guys.
Yeah.
So, oh, there's a line. Do it, Jeff. Yes!
All right.
Oh, it was so cool. Oh, yeah, time will help. And that is not a localized thing. That is, oh, there you go.
Oops.
The time thing is the whole screen?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not just a bubble. Get him!
All right.
Do you ever encounter enemies that like take an ungodly amount of bullets?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm not exactly sure how the so here's the spider that shoots.
Oh God.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's go get that ion rifle. That will be useful.
There are many animals that shoot.
Yeah.
I wish there were more. That seems super cool.
I'm glad there aren't.
Yeah.
If there was just a tiger that could just shoot lasers out of, that'd be a pretty bad thing for us.
Speaking of pretty bad.
Ugh,
you got dead.
I fucking died. God damn. Okay, well.
There's a fish that can shoot water?
Sure. I mean, you know, spiders can kind of shoot webs, right?
Can they? Or they just sort of unroll them like a winch?
It's not like a...
Spider tires.
Yeah.
Did that spider just blow
Yeah, that
up?
was an explosive spider.
Okay. Also, not a lot of animals that blow up.
I'll say it's some species of beetle.
Yeah?
I could be making that up. I don't know. This is not a good weapon for this.
There's a nuke, there's a nuke! Oh, clutch. Ah.
That's...
You lost a nuclear weapon?
I'm not sure what's scarier. The fact that we lost it, or the fact that it happens so often that we have a term to describe it. Die, die, die. Okay.
Good sound effects.
We made it. And we got the rocket launcher.
That's a lot of weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a lot of weapons. They added some over time with patches and stuff, kind of as they went.
Yeah, way different environment.
Totally different.
You ever get like water or places like you can't go?
No.
All right, it's literally just a art pass.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the acceleration on there.
Yeah, we'll stick with the rocket launcher. Oh. Damn it. Ugh. Ooh. Yep.
Yep. You ever do the Pac-Man thing of wait till they're real close and then pop the nuke?
Yeah. It's really just about making sure you have a path out of wherever you are.
Okay.
You know, whatever direction you're going to go, it's like you kind of just have to commit to, I'm going to shoot in this direction until it looks like I can walk this way.
Sort of like Geometry Wars.
Yeah. And I tend to kind of just skirt around the edges in something of a circle until everything is dead. So it's about kind of corralling everything, getting everything on that side of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that kind of good feeling when everything stops spawning, you see the progress meter close to the edge, you're like, okay, yeah, I can handle this. All right, plasma rifle, good.
Sweet.
That'll be a good place to kind of stop and get into survival mode. So they have a few different kind of twists on some of these modes here. I think, are some of them in extras? No. So there's like survival mode that'll be like, you know, you only have an assault rifle or, you know, stuff like that, or random weapons. Okay. So we still have a progress meter, but this is obviously an endless mode, so it is a little bit different in how it operates.
Is that XP, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here are your lizard men. Or maybe they're just lizards.
They look like zerglings.
Oh, there's a lizard house over here. I gotta... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Stop making lizards. Okay, so every time you level up, we get to pick from a perk.
Oh, sweet. All right, regression.
Severe loss of points. So this means you can shoot while you're reloading. You just lose a bunch of points for doing so.
Okay.
Okay. Poison on your bullets, so kind of adds the damage over time, I expect.
Not sure you need that this early.
Mr. Melee, so that means if anything hits you, you hit back real hard, and you just automatically generate XP, which seems like it'd be a good thing, but you might level up before your score is at a good point, and that might make it too hard. We're gonna go with the Melee.
Wait, what does the score have to do with it?
Yeah, I mean, this is a leaderboard, so you're ultimately you're eventually going to be judged on a leaderboard.
And why wouldn't you want to go up before your? Oh yeah.
Well, it might, it would make, because you're not getting points necessarily, you're just getting XP. So it might, you kind of want to get all those points along the way while things are still slow. If you're leveling up, I think that's maybe what governs the speed of the game and stuff like that. So,
and the enemies.
Yeah, so this will pull the camera out a little more, I guess. I think that's new. I don't know. Perk Expert, I think that makes it so more than 4 perks show up on this menu. Bloody Mess, 30% more experience, more blood. Let's go with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeff, is there a way to make points matter again?
I don't know. I think, it's just a case-by-case basis, game-by-game, depending on, if you have friends that are playing a game, right? I mean...
Yeah, there's been some compelling leaderboard stuff.
Yeah. Okay, Dodger. That means you have a chance to dodge attacks when you do get hit. Doctor means you do more damage, and also you get a life bar over enemies, which is pretty useful. Poison bullets. Faster shooting.
That sounds pretty
increased
good.
rate of fire sounds pretty good.
I like that the bullets are modeled. Like it's essentially like even in the shotgun, like if one bullet connects, then it won't pass through to another one. Oh boy. Get out of there, Jeff!
Gotta go, gotta go. Oh boy.
Oh, he's big. What is that?
I got a weapon power up, so I'm shooting faster, but I'm also taking so much damage right now.
Yes.
All right, so here's telekinetic. So now it just moves the power-ups in your direction, which is pretty useful. Grim Deal. I'll give you 18% more experience points, and you will die. So it'll just be like, if you're close to death, this might be more points than you would get normally, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Radioactive makes it so anything near you takes some damage. I'm gonna go with telekinetic.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So now you're just in roam around the map, trying not to die, looking for power-ups mode.
Yeah, basically. I'm just trying to shoot everything and stay alive. And oh, geez. Oh, yeah. Get me. Oh. Oh, God.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
And when you level up, that's a new thing too. When you gain a level, like it pushes everyone out, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Regression. I'm gonna go with Doctor. So now we get life bars, and apparently we're doing slightly more damage, which is nice.
Jeff's land is positively scarlet.
Yeah. Speed, reflex, and get away. Health would be good.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
some.
God. Not if I die getting it, though.
Oh, no! Wow.
Yeah.
You got.
I got. I really like this game. I've always really liked this game.
That's a cool game.
You know, some of the changes they made are you know, make it a little different. And some of the stuff they did to kind of add controller support to the game and stuff. But I still think this is a rad, classic dual joystick style shooter. And it's like $13, but it's half off right now on Steam. So
Great.
I would recommend looking into it if you are into games of this sort. This one is a classic.
Another 4-player co-op game too.
Yeah. Also, it also does do 4-player co-op, which is crazy because the original didn't do that.
Well, excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Thanks, Drew.